Hey, what's good, yo? On my way to the Arsenal Newcastle game. The weather is so bad, guys. Safe journey to everybody who's on their way there. And listen, this game is an anomaly. We have to win it. Newcastle are coming off 3 draws in the last 4 games. Arsenal 4 draws in a row. There has to be a winner today, and it's got to be us. It's twist or stick. You know, I believe we're 8 points off fifth, which is actually going to be our target if Manchester City's ban goes through officially, and we are 10 points off fourth. So today is the day. I mean, guys, look, even if we win today, we're still going to be in 10th place. We're in 11th now, and Newcastle have the same points as us. But if we get a win today, that's just seeing us in the mix. That's not even making us climb up the table or making any advances. We just have to hope that the results go our way. I know Burnley won again yesterday at Southampton, so it's going to be an uphill battle regardless of what's going on. But after today's game, there's only going to be 12 games left, so if you're going to put a run together, it's got to be today. Now, the form guide where Arsenal sit is not very good. Newcastle's won 8 games out of 25. Arsenal's only won 6 games out of 25 games. Only Watford and Norwich have won less games than Arsenal. Could you imagine that? Yeah, Watford's won 5, Norwich has won 4 games, and Arsenal's won 6 in 25. Every other team in the league has won more games than Arsenal. That's how much of a battle that we've got to face. And look, a lot of the damage was done. Unai Emery was here. We haven't lost that many games since Arteta's come in, and it's really about how we come out today. Now, the weather's really bad, but that's nice because the pitch is going to be nice and wet, soaking wet. Ball's going to be able to travel. This is just exactly how Arsenal love to play. So it's really got to come down to the team sheet, and then I'll probably hit you up, guys, from there. So let's see what the team sheet says, and I'll speak to you guys later, man. Peace out. What's up, people? I got team sheet here. Nay, come into this. I got team sheet here. We've got some news now that it is going to be Nketiah, which is just what I said in my video. So Nketiah is starting, Lacazette's dropped. Also Martinelli's on the bench, which is a strange one, with Torreira. So the starting 11 goes with obviously Leno, Saka, Bellerin, and we've got Luiz and Mustafi, Sabalos and Zaka's at the holding. And that's where it gets interesting because Ozil keeps his spot. And then we have the front players in Aubameyang, Nketiah and Pepe. So, yeah, it's a bit of a mix, but I did say it needed to be shaken up. Guys, what do you think about it?
I agree. I like the lineup. I think I've been saying that Lacazette needs to be dropped so that he can actually get himself together again. I'm glad that Nketiah is playing. He's somebody who's hungry and he can do a job. He's not scared, he's not afraid. So, yeah.
True. Nay, what do you think?
Yeah, I think bring Lacazette on for the last 15-20 minutes. He'll be more hungry and hopefully he'll do the job.
Yeah, make him work for himself.
I believe the manager's showing. The manager's actually showing. Yeah, no one is got a definite spot.
Yeah. Fight
If
for
you're not
it.
playing, you're out. And that's it. And that's
And one of the things I like about Arteta is that he doesn't take any BS.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Unlike it seems as though Emery, who's been throwing shade, likewise with the players with Emery as well. It was as if he had to be told what to do by the players. But that's just my take on it. But
And you have to remember, in Dubai, what they did is they looked at a lot of videos, they looked at a lot of tactical stuff, and Arteta has had time to reflect on those 9 games. And he's seen things that needed changing. And he's just giving people the chance now to go in and take the spot and prove themselves. That's only fair. So listen, I'm still going for 2-0. What are you guys going
2-0. 3-1.
I'm going for a 3-0.
3-0. All right, okay, listen. Eddie Nketiah hat-trick. I can see it here, man. All right, listen, guys, we'll get back to you at the end of the game. And listen, don't forget, 8:30 podcast tonight, even though by the time I get this edited, the show would have probably started. So I'll see you guys later on, man. Nice one.
See you later.
Hey guys, it's Newcastle 0, Arsenal 0, half time, and very disjointed half. We came out in the first 10 minutes and looked pretty good. The break in Dubai was a little bit confusing because they'd worked on quite a lot of things, worked on tactics, worked on their shape, worked on a lot of film, which they looked back on those 9 games that they've previously played. and try to take some stuff and elements from that and incorporate it into their tactics. Well, today it doesn't really look like they've got the message. After 10 minutes, we were just all over the place. The players looked really lethargic. There didn't seem to be much of an effort, if I'm honest. And the one thing that's frustrating me the most in the first half, I'll talk about the bad first, and it's really what's going on that right-hand side. It's just not working. The formula of, first of all, let's talk about Bellerin. Bellerin has been absolutely awful today. He's not barely gone past the halfway line. I don't know whether that's by design so that they don't get caught out on the counter, or whether it's just him, but he just has not been at the races today. His support level has been non-existent. There's been times when Pepe looks like he can try and get past the last defender or try and cut inside. There's no second option for Pepe if he does cut in on the inside. Bellerin's just not around. He's not there helping them out whatsoever. The other thing is Pepe. When Pepe is in play and Bellerin does have the ball, he's not making that darting run behind the right-hand side, trying to get behind that defender. Which again, I talk about Sanchez and Walcott, and they used to constantly do that. It's not happening here. We have seen it a few times though, and this is the positives now. We've seen it a few times on the left-hand side where Saka is playing 1-2s with Aubameyang and is playing 1-2s with Ozil, and Saka's managed to get behind the defence 2 or 3 times and get that final ball across the line. He's having a great half. Top 2 players really is Ozil and Saka. They're making this engine go as far as the final third is concerned. It seems like in the last 10 minutes in the first half they changed that. Ceballos was playing further up the field, started to control the game a little bit more, and started to find Ozil in space and started to find Saka, and things just looked vastly improved towards the end of the half. And seriously guys, if something's going to become of this game, it's going to be from the likes of Saka, Ozil and Ceballos. Those are the 3 players that are really working hard to control the ball. I like what Nketiah has been doing. Nketiah has been busy, but again, him and Pepe are making some runs, but they're not really getting the ball delivered to any extent. And I think it's the same problem. You've changed the personnel, but the problem overall is that they're just not getting the balls in when they're making those runs. And you're not going to catch the defence out unless you're getting the ball played to you on the back line in time. If you're just passing the ball around in front of the defence, that's easy money all day long. Newcastle is sat in at a 4-5-1, and they're pretty much controlling everything in there. And unless we start to spread the ball a little bit wide and get Pepe some help on that right-hand side, we're pretty much going to struggle to create anything. There's been a few 1-2s by Nketiah, which has just been that little little lacking quality of the final ball, and a few 1-2s he's played with Aubameyang and Ozil, but you can see it only takes one of them to get him in on target and he'll finish for you. That's why he's in there. But I expect Nketiah to get about 20-25 minutes, and then probably going to see Lacazette on in the final 20 minutes of the game, and then obviously Martinelli, and you've got Torreira as an option there. So it will stay fresh regardless of what happens, but for me they're just not working hard enough, and the effort and the intensity is just not there. And I think if Arteta's going to be disappointed with one thing, then that's really what it's going to be. I'm still going with Arsenal 2-0, but we'll see what happens at the end of the game. Speak to you soon, guys. Hey guys, what's up man? It's Apollo here. Arsenal have won 4-0. It was an absolutely fantastic display. So listen, let's talk about it. First of all, I just want to say a big shout out to Mesut Ozil. And Mesut Ozil, before everything that was going on, hold on, there's so much noise going around the back there. People are still celebrating, guys taking pictures with each other. It's absolutely great. So I just want to go into what's been happening in that half. Now, Mesut Ozil was my man of the match even before he scored the last goal. He, from the first half and the first whistle, he was absolutely controlling the game, dictating the movement of the ball and setting everything up. Even the goal that he scored, he plays the ball wide out, cuts in, and the ball comes into him. Lacazette has a go, ball drops to Ozil, and Ozil goes right bang. The goalkeeper does get a hand on it. Everything worked out today. The only thing that didn't work out was Eddie Nketiah missing from 6 yards. But look, I thought he worked really hard, and I thought he did what he needed to do to assimilate himself in the team. He was going to cut back and play hard defence and win the ball back. And even Pepe, look, Pepe won goal today, and he won the ball back from 40 yards about 3 times today, and it's something that you're just going to consistently see from him. So listen, decent game again from Pepe. although I still would like to see him run behind the back line. He'll get so much more goals and and have so much more chances if he committed himself beyond the back line. But listen, I mean, this is elation today. Big shout out to Tom, by the way. Tom went for a 5-0 win. He didn't get there, but he was pretty close. I predicted 2-0. I was sitting pretty happy after 88 minutes when it was 2-0. And Arsenal just went mad in the last 5 minutes, and it just went to pieces for Newcastle. I think, again, I talked about this. When Newcastle went 2-0 down, it was an epiphany for them, because they've scored 24 goals in the last 25 games. That's a goal a game less that they're averaging. When they go 2-0 down, it's almost impossible for a team like that to come back into the game, and they just fell to pieces after that, and it was party time after 2-0. It was just a matter of time before Arsenal start having fun. That swagger, that fluidity, that attacking style that you normally see from Arsenal, we haven't seen it in a long time, and they just started enjoying themselves. Players were running into space, working hard, getting off the ball, finding spots. Saka really was a danger man. On the left-hand side, he was absolutely superb today, pulling off nutmegs, playing balls through defenders' legs and getting on the back end of them. He was absolutely brilliant today. Even before Lacazette scored his goal, Saka had a great chance on the left where he put it through players' feet, outran 2 defenders, slipped the ball in the middle, and Lacazette just didn't get on the end of it. He just wasn't working hard enough to get there. Even Lacazette's goal, he fluffed the shot and it still went into the net. I mean, everything went right for the team today, but I've got to put this one on Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil today, absolutely brilliant, fantastic, worked hard, played his gaps, defensively sound. And I've got to put this to Mikel Arteta as well. Second half, he was able to change it. He was able to move Sabala up into space. Sabala's had a decent game today as well. He was able to move him up into space to create a little bit more and help Ozil just do that much more on the ball. Defensively, we were sound today. David Luiz had a solid game. Bellerin sort of picked it up in the second half, but for me, I think Bellerin was the one that didn't really come out to play today. Mustafi was sound. There was a few stages where I thought Mustafi didn't close down on a cross when he needed to, but he wasn't a liability today. And hey, that's fine. I can live with that as long as he's doing his job. Again, led the team in clearances today, did his job. But as long as Mustafi doesn't mess up, then I can deal with that. Guys, podcast is 8:30 tonight live. So I'll see you guys on there for the live stream today, and I'll speak to you later, man. Fantastic result. Arsenal have gone from -2 goal difference to +2 goal difference. Where has that performance been today? Big one on you guys. Nice one. Back your team. And I'll see you guys tonight live at 8:30 on the live stream YouTube. Peace out.